This is going to be a very straightforward video, so I'm not going to speed it up. After I do this initial balding out, I'm going to play the video at regular speed, so that way you'll see how fast it really takes me to fade hair. But here we're just making our initial bald guideline, and we're going to do this around the entire head. But just for this video, I'm going to do one side. And we're going to follow up. This is a skin fade, and notice how I'm flicking out when I go up. I'm not digging into the skin. So I'm just flicking out as I go up. This way you don't create a harsh line. And I'm not going all the way up to that line. I'm stopping just short. So one problem that I notice in the comments a lot, people have a hard time removing this guideline. So let's say I just put in this bald guideline with the trimmer, and then you come back up with the shaver. The problem is you're coming all the way up to this point with the shaver. What you need to do is leave a gap about this much from your guideline, and then use the shaver from this point on. This little area right here is where you come back with your T outliner or whatever trimmer you're using, and then you just lightly tap in this area right here. That's how you keep from making a hard guideline right here, and it'll be really easy to get the blend. Okay, now we take the clipper with the lever fully open, and we're going to make a guideline about 1 inch high. You may not be able to tell, but his hair is extremely stiff. And when I say extremely, I mean extremely stiff. So you'll see me throughout this haircut, you'll see me tilt the clipper back and forth just to cut the hair at different angles to make sure I get a smooth blend. So when you're dealing with a tough hair texture like this, sometimes you have to just manipulate the clipper in different ways. But here you see me attacking that bottom guideline. And then we're gradually opening up the clipper. And you notice that when I use that shaver, you don't see a harsh line. That's because earlier when I said I was flicking out and I didn't go all the way up to that line. If you flick out, it will make it easier for your blend. You won't have to go back and try to get out that line. Okay, here I have on the 1.5 guard, and I'm going up to the ridge of his head. So I don't want to go too high because I don't want to make the fade round. I still wanted to keep that square look. So I'm stopping right at his parietal ridge. I'm not going above that area. And the 1.5 guard is the highest guard that we'll use. We're going to use clipper over comb to finish up the square look. Okay, so now we have on the 1 guard with the lever fully open, and I'm going under that 1.5 guard. And after we use this guard, this is when you'll really see the fade come together. So we've blended out the top, we've blended out the bottom, now we're blending out the top, and we're going to bring it together. So we're using the 1 guard open. Next is closed. You just saw me close the lever. And then we're going to go halfway. So with the 1 guard, it's open, closed, and then halfway. And this is what I mean about how you see me moving the clipper back and forth in different angles. I'm just trying to hit the hair at different angles so it will blend smoothly. And this is halfway. So I did open, I just did close right before this, and now I'm going halfway in between. I'm telling you guys, this is a tried and true method. If you don't believe anything else I say, I'm telling you, if you use this method, I'll guarantee you will get a nice fade. Okay, now we have the half guard on, and with the half guard, you go halfway and then closed. So I'm going under that one guard that I just used. And as you can see, the fade is basically done at this point. We just have to do a little bit more blending to get it that blurry look, but the fade is pretty much done at this point. All we do now is just blend a little bit more. We're gonna close the lever, and then that'll be the end of the fade pretty much. And this is also in real time. I didn't speed this up, so this is basically the speed that I fade at. I'm not in a rush, it's just I'm trying to move as efficiently as possible. Okay, now we're gonna do some clipper over comb just to get some of that weight out of the ridge. So we want it to flow smoothly up into the top. So we're just debulking just a little bit. And when you're doing clipper over comb, be careful about how much hair you feed into the comb. And then I'm just doing just a little shaping to give it that finished square look. Okay, now we're going to proceed on with the lineup. Now I'm not going to push his corners. I just can't do it. We're gonna find that natural balance. So it's not gonna be extremely sharp on the sides, but I just didn't want to push his corners in. Some people would debate me on that. Oh, you could have made it more crispy. Yes, I could have, but it's just, I don't believe in pushing lines. And now we're just going to proceed on with the front line up. And as you see, as I'm lining, I'm not taking off a lot of hair. I'm literally just taking off as little hair as I can to get a straight line. I'm just trying to stress the point that you don't have to go digging in anyone's hairline to get a straight line. Just take off as little hair as possible, and you'll see that you can get a straight line. Now over on that left side, you can kind of see towards the middle of his head, he has a cowlick right there. The hair just grows to the left on one side and to the right on the other side, but you still don't go digging into that. You just have to comb it a certain way. But see, I didn't push his line back, and he has a straight line. Just to add some texture to his hair, we're just gonna apply some oil sheen, and then I'm just gonna twist up the top just a little bit. This is called a twisted up comb. You should be able to find these on Amazon or any beauty supply store. So this is the finished result, guys. I'm just gonna give you guys a spin around to let you see the haircut in detail. If you are new to this channel and if you got something valuable out of this video, I ask that you subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to check out the other videos on this channel, and I will see you guys on the next video.